This is the overview of my project and the different areas I will be covering during my presentation. The specific question my project was focused around was how much of an impact technology has on elementary students. Are those in lower socioeconomic communities being punished or at a disadvantage because they cannot afford the technologies? When I was in elementary, we did not have anywhere near to the amount of technology that classrooms have now. We usually had to go to the computer lab and use slow desktop computers. Teachers would have to use an overhead projector and TVs instead of a smartboard. I was interested in this since I wanted to know if putting technology in my future classroom will put my students at an advantage. I'm also interested if I am in a school that cannot afford technology, will it put my students at a disadvantage? Technology is an integral part of our life. It would be next to impossible to go a whole day without using any sort of technology. Langley, 2011, shares that if students are not exposed to technology in their school years, they will be left behind later in life. For example, when obtaining a career, they may have difficulty. It is important to understand this because as a future educator, I will have to always keep in mind what is best for my students. I also surveyed my personal learning network, family, and other teachers that I know on their opinions about technology. Technology is also very expensive and many schools may not be able to afford it. In Calgary and the areas surrounding Calgary, the Calgary Board of Education and Rocky View School Boards have made technology mandatory in their classrooms. They've even gone as far as saying that every student must have their own personal laptop in some schools. It is important to research this since we may be placed in a school that cannot afford technology, and we will have to know the impact it will have on our students. We may also have students who are placed in a school where technology is mandatory and their family simply cannot afford the high price of technology. I mainly relied on Google Forms in the survey format to gain my responses. I received 33 responses in total from a variety of different individuals. I also read two very powerful articles by Langley and Haley that detail what can happen if children do not have access to technology. The article by Haley outlines low-cost technological options that teachers can provide for their classrooms. I found several different key points during this research. Technology has an overwhelming impact on student learning and is necessary for incorporation into society. Students who do not have access may not have as many job opportunities in their future as well. Some have even gone as far as saying that these students are left behind in the classroom. Almost every form of popular technology has been observed in the classroom by those I surveyed. The top two were the smartboard, seen by 30 out of 33, and the laptop was seen by 28 out of 33 of those surveyed. Haley shares that some of the cost-effective methods of using technology include creating a free classroom website, listening to free online educational podcasts, video conferencing via Skype, and making digital movies with software that comes pre-downloaded on PC and Apple products. Technology helps almost every single person learn from my survey in their personal opinion. There were several themes seen by the questions I asked. Most of those responding felt that students who had access to technology were at an advantage. The next theme was that students are even with or without having technology in the classroom. That if they need technology in their future, they will learn how to use it. Elementary school is not the foundation for technology in their opinion. The next theme was it depends on the situation. It depends on the project mainly in their opinion. If it is a story, does it really need to be typed up or can it just be handed in printed? I need to be aware of the impact technology has on students' learning. Is it really helping my students if we have it, or is it hindering them if our parents or school boards cannot afford it? I have identified a few questions I have been left with to think about it. Do we need technology in our classroom? Is it essential for career opportunities? I personally believe it does help students learn since it is such an integral part of our society.